and then you hop back in, and then we leave. Because she's not like involved in it, and she's involved.
It doesn't matter who or not is involved in it. Anyone who is dropping
No, but
it
I feel
off
like he
is
won't
enemy.
like threaten her. He doesn't know.
No, he would.
Wait, could you have Christian meet you?
No, that's the last thing I'll do.
Wait, why?
Because the rest, he sees the message. I'm definitely 100% not doing that. The safest thing to do is someone, me or someone else, putting it on the front step, not the mailbox, front step.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And then after that, like
So
immediately
think
tell him.
quick. Is it gonna be any of you or Nikki?
Okay, if I wasn't like involved in it with him threatening me, I probably would. But because of that, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I didn't even see when he actually like messaged me like last week, and he was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what do you mean by stay home?
Well, let's think quick, because it's getting late.
Could you do it tomorrow, maybe?"
No, I'm not doing it.
Why? Why not?
Because either way, it'll be the same thing, and I want to get it over with, and then block him.
Okay. Trying to think.
I say try to get Nikki to do it.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because I feel like he doesn't have anything against her. Well, yet.
Are you gonna come to Waltham?
Nope. Wait, what should I? I mean, cause then it's like if I'm in the car and then he gets out, it's like, oh. You could have gone with us, I'd be sure. Like, let's shoot him. No, I feel like someone would have a gun pointed at him and then, yo, I'll fight you, and then.
My mom wants me to pick her up, so I need to be back.
Yeah, let's do this.
Where's she at?
And then after, should I fuck Nikki?
If you want, yeah.
Alright, I messaged Nikki.
I would call her, maybe, just in case.
I'll do that after. Alright, what's the plan, you guys?
Ryan, get out. Bye.
Oh, wait, but
Can I
okay,
have some of your hand sanitizer?
are y'all leaving now? Oh, so you can.
Yeah.
So you can use my hand sanitizer, but can't have me in the car with you.
No, because you're not coming to Waltham.
I know. I'm saying, are you guys leaving now, or?
Yeah.
Yes, I need to go pick up my
Okay,
mom.
I didn't know when. Calm down, chill out.
Or we could go.
If
All,
only
we
you
could
lived
all.
in Newton.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
that's not the issue because I still probably
Or
would
we,
live in there.
or we could all hang out with Michael.
No, I
right
still
now.
wouldn't be going right now because I don't want to be near that fucking like.
I mean, I know, but
scumbag.
it'd be easier to like
Why? 'Cause I could
be
just
Everything.
go
close
drive
with
home.
everyone. Bye, Ryan.
What do you mean, like in general or now?
In general.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I
Are you-
wouldn't.
Are you
No.
silly?
I wouldn't want to see him.
Are you-
I'd be like, I'm leaving anyway.
Nobody wants to see
Hurry up.
him.
No, of course not.
Hurry
No.
Why not? I think Vanessa,
Wait,
just
where's
in
my bag?
general, is so stupid.
Okay, she
She's
did.
with this other Kyle.
Did other Kyle? Yeah,
and
the new Kyle.
and I've been more brutal and savage and straightforward towards Mills and a number of other people.
Yeah.
And I was savage and straightforward to Vanessa the other day.
About what?
Of like saying to her, the warning signs are: do not associate with a single person in any sort of intimate way. That's an ex or current heroin addict.
Watch, I bet you'll find out soon that this new guy is also
I
on.
bet. Yeah, I bet it
Can I have
is.
some?
Do you my gum, my fucking Purell, but you can't.
And I can tell she seemed
Handle
a
me.
little worried that and probably didn't want me to block him or whatever, but I'm
Why?
gonna do it. I'm gonna put all the rest of the stress on her because it's her problem for being ridiculous, for getting with so many ridiculous guys.
She should have better
Taste.
standards. Yeah. What do you mean?
And I've already dealt with too many crazy situations, and I don't want any more.
Facts.
So that's simple. Even a simple,
Michael.
more hardcore Shane and Nate could triple the chances of me dying.
Yeah. Oh my God, we could all see Michael.
Oh yeah.
Rodler
What?
would be literally wanting to like hang out
What?
with him
Shane
right
is bad?
Wait,
He has
Michael?
a gun? Yeah.
Wait.
Bipolar crazy?
Bye.
Wait, he's deadly to hang out with Shane and Michael? What do you mean?
Yeah, we could.
No, they're-
Why
they're
not?
really fun and
They're
nice
nice,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
they're
God,
really
bye.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Oh, wow, that was mean. Bye.
You're weird.
You're wrong! No, no! No, no! Alright, let's get out of here.
I was like, all right, let's go.
Do you know the UA?
Yeah.
Alright, baby. Let's get down. Which way?
Go straight.
Yeah. Isn't that a ridiculous situation?
I think it's like absolutely ridiculous.
And don't you think it's also horrible that she, like, I'm not saying this for sure, but I'd say more so she put me, Christian, and others in a dangerous situation.
Yes, I would have never in the
Her being so
never.
insistent on getting him to live closer
That's what I'm
is
saying.
ridiculous.
Or like, okay, living closer, that's fine. I can understand that. I don't have a problem with that because, like, you know, like whatever.
Yeah, but
You
putting
know,
it in a house of
But
Christian.
in a house with one of your friends, I feel like that's where she crossed the line. Was like, no matter how much like you were trying to like, you know, like help him and stuff like that, or like help your boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm just absolutely paranoid about shit like that happening. So like, I would never do that. Like, I would never put my friend in the position of being like,
I know.
hey, help me out with this favor. Blah 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 blah. Like, can my boyfriend stay with you? Like, obviously, like help
Which
pay
way?
rent, take a left, and then take a right on the lights and keep going straight.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, like, I would never put my friends in that situation in the first place, like at all.
At
Like,
all.
and so the fact that she literally had him stay with Christian, now he's kind of like stuck there with Christian.
Yeah.
Everybody in his household is like uncomfortable by her
Yep.
ex-boyfriend.
And it's definitely gonna get worse.
I agree because he's probably not gonna want to leave. And then it's just like, on top of that, Christian is like probably the last person you would ever want to have anyone be with or whatever.
Yeah.
No, go straight. Christian is literally like the last person, just because it's just like, you see how is it that Michael took the phone out of his hands? Like, that doesn't,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, you're
I
a
think
whole
it's
ass
suspicious.
you're a grown ass man. How is another grown ass man gonna take a phone out of your hand?
If it was a phone, then I think there's something very suspicious. If it was a computer, then it's understandable because Christian leaves his computer open, like playing music or whatever that's connected to the TV, and has Facebook open on it here and there. But it seemed though
I
that
feel like
it was a phone.
I feel
Yeah,
like he handed over the phone.
I think so
And he
too.
said, sorry, Michael took my phone away or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, he said phone. And it's just like, I don't know. And then on
I
top
think
of that,
he gave it. Yeah.
I feel like it's just, it doesn't make sense because the AirPods only cost about like
Yeah.
180, 190.
It's all a
or
thing where
whatever.
he wants to meet up.
He wants to meet up because he has $200 of hers. He could have just been like, fuck you, keep my AirPods, I'm keeping your money.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not
No,
like,
I know what it is. It's the same strategy that Katarina did. It's that's obviously more extreme what he's doing. Like making excuses to meet up.
honestly, if that was me in his position, I would have been like, honestly, keep the money, keep my shit, throw it out, do whatever the fuck you want with it. Like, I want no parts in this. Like, I don't want to see you. Like, I want no contact with you. And if you try and step foot on my house, I will have you arrested.
Yeah. Actually, I think I realize what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna message Christian saying I dropped it off, because I don't want Christian like somehow letting Michael know that I was the one who dropped it off and like targeting me. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna message Vanessa to message Christian to say that some guy she's with like in her dropped it off or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because since like I don't want to risk Christian being manipulated and then like saying where I live to Michael when I live a lot closer in distance compared to Vanessa. Like I think at this point it's a thing where I would, no offense to Vanessa, much prefer him doing something to her and her family than me and my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Because I have nothing to do with this.
like, you know, like how you told your parents about
I
Shane.
know she, yeah.
Like, yeah, it's scary, but at the end of the day, like,
I think he is, like, I think this guy Michael is an extreme higher threat than me, Shane.
yeah,
that's
Shane
saying a
never
ton.
threatened you.
Yeah, but, yeah.
This guy's, like, made, like, threats, and he's shown,
Yeah.
like, that he doesn't give a fuck about anyone.
Anything.
Or anyone. And it's
Yeah.
just, like, Shane never threatened you, and then even if he had a disagreement with you, he didn't,
Yeah.
like, go out and contact any of your friends. Like, you know, like,
Well, he did, but in different ways.
but that's, like, I feel
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
different. Like, he didn't
Yeah,
contact
yeah,
your friends
yeah.
being like, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah, like
beat
all
your
those
ass
threats
and, like,
yeah, yeah.
kill you and John and,
Yeah.
like,
Like, this guy is crazy. It's so cringe. Why is she so read? I'm curious what's gonna end up happening next in that situation. He knows her address by heart. So, and it's not far, so he could easily, you know what I mean?
I feel like she needs to be really careful about the type of guys that she, like,
Yep.
interacts with.
I completely agree. She's so stupid. I've seen multiple different guys she's been with and stuff like that, and there's like half of them end up being some of the nicest guys I've ever met. You know what I mean? And then a quarter of them end up being like kind of cringe, meaning like boring, unattractive, and weird or whatever. Which that's fine because they're harmless overall. You know what I mean? But then a quarter of them end up being disgusting degenerates, like in a sober house or this or that, you know what I mean? And that quarter, it's very, very, this is a stereotype, but it's true, but it's very, very different. A bad and crazy girl versus a bad and crazy guy. A bad and crazy guy can easily beat them, kill them, rape them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A bad and crazy girl, like, it's
The chances of a woman attacking and, like, killing a man is a lot
low.
less compared to, like, a
So
man
low.
killing and beating
Yep.
a woman.
Yep. She doesn't realize how. And like she is quite attractive, so she can easily get a nice, good guy. You know what I mean? Or really anyone could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. But there's sadly a lot of women out there like that. Go for Kyles and Chads. Hopefully she'll learn her lesson after this situation, though. But I realistically, no offense to her, think she's not.
I hope she learns how to be more selective.
Yeah. I hope so too. Yeah. People are reading. Is he completely retarded to write all those threats? Complete threats,
Yes.
obvious, legal threats, like illegal threats.
He really didn't give a fuck about, like,
Anything.
who or what happens. Like,
Yeah.
he knows that her father is a police officer. I don't know why he would keep making all these threats.
And since him knowing that, he probably is like ready to, like, you know what I mean, to extremely escalate it anyway. Like, let's say if he were to get arrested or whatever for any of the threats and was in jail, let's say for a couple months, something like that, right? I think he'd be the type to come out and instantly go to kill her or something like that.
It's literally insane.
So crazy. weird how crazy situations are happening. Crazy. I don't like any of it.
I just think it's so crazy that he's really just making all these threats and doesn't care.
Gives zero
That's like the
craps.
biggest like
Sign
of being like you should take it seriously.
Yeah. I think she's so stupid too. If like to submit to almost submitting to like meeting up with him, you know what I mean?
I think so too. Yeah, because she mentioned it a couple of times. Like, do you think
Like
I should?
if we weren't ones to shut her down, I feel she would have been stupid.
What did she go to school for?
International relations, and she graduated in December. But she's so right. And I think the equation of out of all the friends he happens to living with Christian is like the worst in the sense that Christian is not on very good terms with me, Ryan, and others or whatever, in regards of like trust, etc., etc. So I feel he would be stupid enough to help Michael out in one way or another, get to Minnesota or whatever. But yeah, that's a really good point that Ryan made. Is we shouldn't even hang out with Christian until he's out there. And either way, we haven't seen him for months, so that's fine. Great.
I believe people are really just so fucking crazy.
Insane.
Like some people really just have no fucking chill.
Yep.
Like this is why there's so many domestic violence victims and like women murdered and shit like
Yep.
that.
It's
Because
of
men
freaks.
don't fucking know how to fucking take rejection.
Yep. Well, I think for him it's more than that. He's really clearly extremely mentally ill and has zero therapy or anything to help him with it.
Of course.
And I was about to say something. Wait, which way?
Keep on straight.
I was about to say something to Christian when like he was about to like help Michael live in his room or whatever. I was about to say like maybe you shouldn't do that. He's like, you know what I mean? But then I was like, you know what? I don't want to risk Michael finding out me saying that.
He already thought like like the worst about you
Yeah,
because you didn't want to like
yeah, I didn't
have him
know
come
that.
over or something like that.
Yeah.
I hope she's smart enough to like never go back to him. Like
I think she's smart enough for that. Mainly because she cannot commit to relationships or whatever, and when she's done with the guy, she's done with the guy. And goes on to the next,
good.
which is so stupid. I mean, like stupid as in like how she jumps from one guy to the next. But mean, like, I'm fine with people, like, doing stuff with everyone or whatever, you know what I mean, safely, but the way she does it is just, like, she has no friends. I met her my freshman year of college, when she was a senior at Watertown High School, from Tinder.
Take a look.
But, I just started hanging out with her, not long after Katerina broke up with me. I started hanging out with her. So that's not long ago. But before then, we would hang out like once a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like we didn't know each other much. So basically, we started being actual friends after Katerina and I broke up. But what I ended up realizing is she didn't have any friends after high school. And that the only people she would ever hang out with were either her like immediate relatives, or guys from dating sites. No one else.
Yeah.
So the first time she's ever had friends in a long time was like me and others I introduced her to, like Ryan and others.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that.
Know what?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think it's like a thing where she's just so reliant on all of those guys that she meets or whatever, and is so used to seeing so many that like that's kind of the friendship void. That's my interpretation of all of it. And I think there's more to that. Is it straight
Yeah.
or is it gay?
Are you gonna drop everything off tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it off tonight. I could do it tomorrow then again.
Do you feel more comfortable in the daytime or the nighttime? I feel like the one good thing about nighttime is that like it'll be harder to see you.
Yeah. I think the thing about it is it's just so randomized of when he'll be alert or where or what, you know what I
That
mean?
is so true.
And I feel in the daytime it's more likely he would go out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, compared to night, yeah.
So in that case of like, you know what I mean?
Do you mind picking up my sister?
I don't mind, where is it?
Take a right?
Yeah. And also another thing too is like me getting it off my mind of like doing this and then telling Vanessa to say that she and the guy dropped it off or whatever to Christian, and then for me to block him.
Yeah, because all she can do is like one of my friends dropped him off for me because I didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have her lie to Christian though. Say someone else dropped it off.
Take a look.
Left here.
Yeah.
And but that's been a big reason also why I've been hanging out with mainly girls, is because everyone's so retarded.
Yep.
Because I don't trust Roz because of Shane.
Take a right.
Because of Shane.
Mhm.
And then Gabe hasn't been around. Anthony doesn't want to hang out with anyone because of his condition. Whoa,
It's
bunny.
okay.
And Christian, I don't trust and doesn't really like most of us that much because of our
Take a
thing.
left.
Where? Oh, there.
At the upcoming street.
Being at the stop sign?
John, stop. Slow down.
Stop sign?
You're like driving all fast.
Crazy, crazy. But yeah, it's ridiculous though. I don't know if you were listening earlier. I said it very briefly. Is Angus stopped communicating with me and Anthony. Almost definitely because Shane and Cam manipulated him. But that sucks. But
Yeah. So you don't talk to Shane at all? I mean Cam.
Cam, no. Like I blocked
You
that
see
whole
where the
group.
stop sign is? That's where her friend is.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
I blocked that whole crew in extended crew. And during the quarantine, did I tell you the story of how I blocked Carrie and her whole crew? I think I might have, yeah.
I think you did tell me
Yeah.
about Mary.
No, Carrie.
I mean, Carrie.
Yeah.
I
Mary
forgot
was
about
the
Mary.
other
Fuck
batch.
Mary.
Yeah. So many batches.
I'm outside. Bye.
Crazy. Everything's crazy.
Did Nikki ever answer you?
Yeah, she's not gonna hang out. She's too tired or whatever.
That's
So she's and then Chris is probably asleep. Is that your younger sister?
Isn't she a grown ass woman now?
Yeah, why are you so tall right now?
Why am I so tall?
Yeah, you grew up.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's a woman.
Yeah. Alright, let's skedaddle. How's school been?
Good.
Good.
She's turning 15 in
Oh
1
wait,
week.
it's summer.
Go straight.
15?
Yeah.
Are you silly?
Isn't that crazy, John?
I remember when I thought it was like yesterday.
A
She was
baby.
like, yeah, man.
In diapers.
Yeah. It felt like yesterday that I was at that carnival or whatever, and she was like with all her friends, and I was being awkward.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Good times. I was with like Chris Mills, one of Chris Mills' friends.
Take a look.
It was weird.
Oh, last year?
Oh, that was last year. That felt so long ago.
She's such
Oh.
John, oh my god,
Dude.
why are you always trying to
Dude.
kill me?
Yeah.
You should save your camera footage for today.
Yeah.
The way you keep making me wanna die. Just take it away. I
I
feel
have-
like I'm gonna die.
I've had some really cringe dates recorded on the dash cam.
Did you watch them?
Yeah, I showed Anthony and
Is-
Ryan some
Is
of
there
it.
sound to like
Yeah.
with my voice? Take
Yeah.
a left.
Oh,
You missed it. Should have been quicker than that.
Like there was a girl who broke down. That was a crazy story. She was crazy and was obsessed with
Take a
me.
left.
It was like, you used me. Because she wanted a relationship like within a week.
Yes.
Yeah, she was crazy. So many crazy girls. Crazy, crazy. Everyone's crazy.
So do you watch like the videos
Yeah, that's what I do on my free time.
before
Wait, which way?
doing it? Keep going straight. At the stop sign, take a left.
Well, like what I do is if I remember that there was any specific interesting thing, I end up saving it. But if not, I delete them. Which way?
I said left.
What?
Left. Left.
Dude.
Right. Left.
Which way?
Oh, the next street, take a right.
I don't understand how Christian could be so delusional and ridiculous of not understanding the severity of the situation.
Honestly, me too.
So stupid. I think it's because of the people who are in the story. If it were to be other people, he would take it more seriously.
This is why I don't fuck with him.
Yeah, that's completely fair. Alright, which way?
Keep going straight.
Oh yeah, your house. Am I a silly goose?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Where is it?
Keep going. Perfect.
Here?
Right here. Stop.
Alright. Perfect. It was lit.
Drive safe. Let me know when you drop that off, okay?
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Bye.
Thank you for calling. Please hold while we connect your call.
Turn right on Moody Street. Turn right on Adams Street, then take the third right. Turn right on Crescent Street, then take the first left. Turn left at the traffic light, then take the second right. Turn right on Carter Street, then take the second right. Turn right on Elm Street, then take the first left. Turn left on Jackson Street, then take the first left. Turn left on Jackson Place.